is going on, guys? Brando Commando back with another video, and today I ended up switching powers. Previously I was nature when you guys seen my last build video on that, and nature's, it's pretty fun, but like a lot of people, what they say, like it gets boring, and sometimes it can be frustrating because it doesn't have the best burst DPS. So there's certain instances where it falls back, in alerts and hallways and things like that. And also the refreshing of the poison and dot can be annoying in certain boss fights and raids, because there's things that you have to do, or depending on what the boss does, it will make your poison dot go away. Like if a boss does a certain action, like I noticed in the latest raid in TTE, when that on the second boss fight where the boss like transforms into different bosses. So like he'll go to Grail, he'll go to like the different enemies. Sometimes I noticed the dot would go away. Like he'll change to a different boss, and they would just go away, even though you've been you're DPSing the same guy. And you gotta really watch out for anything in raids where it might mess up your dot, and then you don't even realize it, and you don't even have all your poison dots. So there's certain things, but I'm really trying to stay on the. Oh, 1 second, guys. It might sound kind of loud. What this thing? But yeah, I'm really trying to stay on the DPS heal side. Just because that's what I want to kind of do as my role this go around, playing DC. Because like last year I was doing a lot of tanking and DPSing, and you get burnt out, because like I do enjoy DPSing the most, and then when I'm you're a tank, you end up having to tank majority of the time. So healing's good. It's a good necessity role to have as a support role, and then also the DPSing. You got some decent selections to choose from. But yeah, I thought I'd drop a sorcery DPS guide. So for sorcery, I just have two loadouts, a boss one and an AoE one. That's it. So the AoE one is I rarely use it. It's just for hallways, and the boss one, I use it for the boss, like pure single target, and if there's boss with ads, because 3 of the powers do AoE anyway. And yeah, it works really good. It's really good damage with for bosses. So let's jump into it. So we'll start off with the gear setup. So your typical setup: blast adapter, head socket. I'm using Neo Venom, so you want supercharged Neo Venom. Escalating might. The back doesn't matter. I'm using accelerated Boon of Souls. That's just for the healing side, which is for the where's it at? The shield, chest, penetrating strikes, restorative, soul barrage, doesn't matter. Tumbling master, max damage, might on your face socket, of course, might for your elite affinity mod bonuses, and then of course your trinket, your pet trinket, tier 3 preferably. The usual stuff. Artifacts, transformation, and strategist. And then for the third, so if I'm like not in a raid, I'm always gonna run Quizlet or a Grim. The reason why I have to like have so many options is because this power rotation is really power hungry. So if you want to go the safe route, let's say you don't have a troll and certain things like that, just put on Grim, and you don't. That's it. You swap it in. You don't have to change anything of your loadout, and you're good to go. But Quizlet is good. But if you start to struggle with power, then you might have to go to Grim. It's just because Grim helps with power because of pets don't reduce power regeneration. And we're using a robot sidekick, and on top of that, this loadout dishes out powers fast, as you'll see. Like I spam powers fast, and it burns through it. And then the third option is Ebon, and that's even extremely power hungry. Very rarely do I even get to use this, and when I would be is like in a raid, and the troll has to be good. It has to be like a really good troll, and then you'll see some like hella good numbers. Ebon actually works really good with sorcery. Yeah, it sucks is that the power issue that it does, and you rarely get to see that max potential. So that's why the next best thing is Quizlet, and then after that it's Grim would be your last option. The safest route would just be to have Grim, and then you would just go with that. But but Quizlet is better than Grim though. It has more to offer. Alright, so let's jump over. Of course, for all of this, let's jump over to the allies. After I did some research, and I use Superman now. I had him leveled up for a while, mainly for a tank artifact way back last year. But now I didn't realize that it's actually a good DPS ally. So I use that now. I use Shazam. Get 6% might when I activate my combat ally. And then Batman Who Laughs. Just another chance of getting, a stat increase. So let's jump over to the traits. We'll do the loadout power last. So weapon, just get the 1 point into weapon you'll use. We'll be doing a lot of weapon tapping in between powers, because with sorcery, you'll be able to weapon tap a lot, and you'll see that when I do my rotation. So it works really good weapon tapping with sorcery. Super speed, just get all the power recovery stuff. Iconic powers, really all you need from here is robot sidekick, Neo Venom. Those are the main two. Stat points, super powered, critical attack chance, critical attack damage, max out your might, and then since we're doing a lot of weapon tapping, we're going to go into precision. Alright, so I'll demonstrate the rotation. Let me just show you the powers. Soul Barrage, Soul Storm, Circle of Destruction, that's the PI. Vengeance, a Robot Sidekick, and Neo Venom. Pretty easy rotation. You'll see how I do it. So we're going to start off. I'm going to show you 30 seconds. Yeah, about 30 seconds of using with Quizlet. And basically, you're going to be constantly weapon tapping, and you're going to constantly be jumping. And there's a big thing that some people don't know about. It's been around for a long time, but when you jump in between your casting of your powers with sorcery, it allows you to cast your powers out way faster. So like, look how fast this is, right? Just dishing out damage. And then look at this, the difference. Yeah, it's a huge difference, and the damage difference is also very very big difference. Yeah. So to just start off, so you guys know, one of the main drawbacks of sorcery is that two of the abilities are projectiles. So it can be annoying in certain instances where if the boss is moving all over the place, you're going to be missing projectiles, which is going to result in missing damage. But usually when things get situated and you're in a boss fight, everything is kind of stable and you're able to just hit your projectiles on the boss for the most part. All right, so let's demonstrate. This is again with Quizlet, and we're going to do it for 30 seconds. All right, let's go. So as you can see, I'm weapon tapping, and I'm just rotating. If you look at what the powers I'm using, I'm just rotating back and forth. Oh, just messed up there a little bit. All right, so there we go. That was 30 seconds. Quizlet is my favorite one to use, and I always try and use that before I use Grim, because I get back my new Venom supercharged faster. So very assuming you don't mess up on doing the jumping and stuff, very consistent with sorcery. And the damage is very burst. Unlike a nature, the damage is very bursty. It kind of reminds me of like the equivalent of precision. So like when you're competing with precision, your damage. It almost reminds me of like a precision loadout. It's consistent and it's bursty. So let me show you guys the difference of the DPS if I don't jump. It is crazy. Look at that. Yeah, it just goes to show you, like, it's crazy. Now there is other loadouts with sorcery where you don't have to jump, and it can do pretty good numbers. Not as good as this, but some people use the other loadout, which would be like solar amplifier. They'll use the finisher. Where's the finisher at? Final ruin. They'll use different powers, and they at least don't have to rely on the projectiles. But the actual damage potential, the projectiles are the best. Like Soul Barrage hits really good. All right, so let's go. Let's do Ebon. So let's see what numbers we can get with Ebon. E-bond is a slight buildup, so before I max it out. Okay, now it's maxed out. You see the skull pop up. All right, 73, same startup as the last one. Look, my power is getting low, and see, look at, just got recharged. Look at that, 201. $152. So $185. So as you can see, it depends in the crit percentage how high it is. Oh, messed up there. But you have a higher damage ceiling, you know, hitting like 200Ks. I can never hit a 200K with Quizlet. At least I've never seen it. So that's the option there. And now let's do Grim. The safest option, you know, if you don't have a troll, you know, things like that. And what's nice is you want to have it in the third slot, and you can change out these artifacts on demand, you know, whenever you feel you need to make that adjustment. Let me adjust this real quick. Let me put this away. Actually, I don't even need this. All right, put these. Okay, so we're gonna do Grim. So this will help with power and things like that. So let's get on to the rotation. Honestly, the numbers shouldn't be that much different than Quizlet. So with Quizlet I got 31, if you can see up there. Let me try and adjust it. Oh shit, what the heck? Where's it at? I'm trying to show you the numbers. So right there, yeah, right there, that one, you can kind of see it. Right below the 3,881, those three sets right there. The 173, 173, 179. I got, you know, my crits were 31, 42, and 39. So that's kind of a good average. You know, when it's in the 30s, that's usually what you're going to be getting. So let's just keep an eye on that, and let's see what I do with Grim. All right. It really shouldn't be that much different. The main thing with Quizlet is you get some other benefits. You get faster supercharge regen. Okay, so that was a lower crit. Another low crit. So let's kind of not compare too much here. Okay, another low crit. Getting all low ones right now. Okay, so that's kind of the average, slightly under. See if I can. Okay, 32. Got 68 hits on that. I think my Batman card just activated. So that will be it. $41. 69. $180, not bad. 37. I went longer there DPSing, but 142, 131, 133, 162, 177, 152, 141, 169, 180. My highest crit was 37, so I didn't even reach a 40. But yeah, I mean, you could see a little bit less than Quizlet, I feel like. Let me test Quizlet again. Oh shit, I'm losing power. There we go. Oh wow, 192? I wonder if I got the crit card to activate. It increases critical chance. But I mean, 44, that's not like... Yeah, but you can see Quizlet, Quizlet's good all around. It's good to use. But even with Quizlet, sometimes you can struggle with power. I guess one option would be, which I've already tried, and it kind of helps a little bit, is you run Cyborg, and you kind of either replace one of these, kind of your choice, what you think. I mean, for the Batman Who Laughs, damage-wise, you have two of them that help. So that's 2 out of the 4. So that's a 50% chance of getting something good. Cooldown for 30 seconds, last 20 seconds. Ally cooldown is 138. I mean 138. Ally cooldown is 1 minute and 30 seconds. And you'll be using it, you get Might for 30 seconds. So, it kind of depends. I mean, it is nice. This one's random, but it's nice. This one's always ongoing. Pretty much. But, because sometimes you might not be always casting your ally right away. But it depends. But yeah, you can run Cyborg. It might help a little bit. Alright, so let's go to the AoE loadout. I feel like E-Bond helps. It really helps is in the AoE is where I feel like it shines more than single target. But we'll start off and we'll display with Quizlet. The only difference in the AoE is that the 4th power Soul Bolt, it's the AoE, and you're not using Vengeance, which is single target. So here we are with Quizlet. Same exact thing. Okay, 319. $323. $375. So there's that. I'm not sure how this guy died. He must be using Lenar's amulet. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, pretty good. 319, 323, nice 370. So the highest I've seen like with AoE is like 380, 390, 380, 390, which is pretty good. Let's do it with Ebon. And Ebon, I feel like AoE has a bigger impact. Let's see how it goes. $359. $380. $362. Okay, never mind. I thought I remember hitting the 400 Ks with Ebon. Either I'm getting unlucky or just... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I remember something. 445, huge jump. I think the Batman Who Laughs activated there, so that might have to be do with it. But I'm getting some really high crits. 48. $388, $50. Okay, the Batman card activated. That's a might increase. Yeah, so basically you can see, like I said, same thing with a single target. You have a higher damage ceiling, higher chance of, getting some big numbers. All right, let's finish off on Grim. $332. $310. $303. $35. I'll do one more. $329. Okay. $332, $310, $303, $335, $329. So not too bad. The numbers with Ebon are pretty good. Let me go back to Quizlets. 319, 323, 375. So yeah, it's kind of this basically the same concept where Ebon is top, highest damage potential, followed by Quizlet, and then Grim. So that's kind of the choices you got. But yeah, it's really good. Sorcery is really good. It's burst. It can be used for anything. Like, it's consistent. Kind of like munitions for the troll side, where you can just slap on a munitions loadout and it's balanced, and you can use it for any content. This is basically how sorcery is for the heal side. The only exception would be the projectiles. So whenever you're able to get close to a boss, make sure that, if you can get close to a boss, get close. Because then if it's, then that your projectiles are definitely going to hit. But there's only a few bosses that are like crazy movement, and some of those would be like, one that comes to mind is like Johnny Quick back in that old raid, where he's like, dashing all over the place. So you might get some missed projectiles there. But yeah, guys, that pretty much sums it up for everything. Really good. It's a really good balanced loadout. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. All right, peace.